Before we dive in, if you enjoy exploring the darkest true crime cases, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. Could someone this charming really be a monster? Let's uncover the chilling truth about Ted Bundy, a killer in disguise. In the 1970s, America was home to one of the most infamous serial killers in history, Theodore Robert Bundy. Handsome, well-spoken, and highly intelligent, Bundy didn't fit the stereotypical image of a murderer. To the outside world, he seemed like the guy next door. But behind his friendly smile was a predator who claimed the lives of over 30 young women, and possibly many more. Early life. Ted Bundy was born on November 24, 1946, in Burlington, Vermont. His early years were filled with lies. He grew up believing his mother was his sister, and his grandparents were his parents. This confusion about his identity may have played a role in his later behavior. As a young man, Bundy was charming, ambitious, and academically gifted. He studied psychology at the University of Washington and even worked for a suicide prevention hotline, ironically saving lives while secretly planning how to take them. The first murders. Bundy's killing spree is believed to have begun in 1974 in Washington state. His method was as calculated as it was sinister. He would fake an injury, wearing a sling or using crutches. He'd approach women in public places, libraries, beaches, parking lots, asking for help carrying books or loading items into his car. Once the victim was close enough, he would attack, often bludgeoning them unconscious before taking them to a secondary location to commit further assaults and murder. The disappearances. Bundy's victims were typically young, attractive women with long dark hair parted in the middle, a detail that became a chilling trademark of his crimes. In 1974 alone, women began disappearing at an alarming rate from college campuses across Washington and Oregon. Two of his most brazen attacks occurred on July 14, 1974, at Lake Sammamish State Park. Bundy, using the name Ted, approached multiple women that day. Two of them, Janice Ott and Denise Naslund, never returned home. Their remains were later found in a remote area, crossing state lines. When the pressure in Washington grew, Bundy moved his hunting ground to Utah, Colorado, and Idaho. This made it difficult for law enforcement to connect the murders, as the crimes were spread across multiple states and police departments weren't sharing information efficiently at the time. In Utah, he abducted and murdered several women, including Deborah Kent, whose remains were never fully recovered. In Colorado, he attacked women in their dorm rooms and apartments, leaving behind scenes of extreme violence. First arrest. In August 1975, Bundy was pulled over in Utah for a routine traffic stop. Police found burglary tools in his car, but they also noticed a strange collection of items: handcuffs, a ski mask, and a crowbar. This raised suspicion, and Bundy became a prime suspect in several disappearances. He was arrested, but he escaped police custody twice, once from a courthouse library in Colorado, and later from a county jail, losing a significant amount of weight to slip through a hole in the ceiling. The Florida murders. After his second escape in December 1977, Bundy traveled across the country to Florida. On January 15, 1978, he entered the Chi Omega sorority house at Florida State University. In a matter of minutes, he attacked 4 women, killing Lisa Levy and Margaret Bowman, and severely injuring the others. Just weeks later, Bundy abducted and murdered 12-year-old Kimberly Leach, his youngest known victim. Capture and trial. Bundy was finally arrested on February 15, 1978. His trial became one of the first to be nationally televised. In a bizarre twist, Bundy acted as his own attorney, cross-examining witnesses and charming the media. But the evidence was overwhelming. Bite marks on Lisa Levy matched Bundy's teeth exactly. He was convicted of multiple murders and sentenced to death. The confessions. In the days leading up to his execution, Bundy began confessing to more murders, ultimately admitting to over 30 across several states. Experts believe the real number could be much higher. Execution. On January 24, 1989, Ted Bundy was executed in the electric chair at Florida State Prison. Outside the prison, crowds celebrated, holding signs that read "Burn Bundy, burn." Even in death, Bundy left behind a legacy of fear and fascination. Why was Bundy different? Ted Bundy changed the way the public thought about serial killers. He wasn't an obvious monster. He was educated, charismatic, and used those traits to lure his victims. His crimes showed the world that evil can wear a friendly face. Outro call to action. If this story shocked you, give this video a like, hit subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Could someone as charming as Ted Bundy exist today and go undetected? Let's talk about it.